I'm about to give feedback to, in a roast, some of the worst dating profiles I've ever seen. If you're getting 0 to low quality matches, like 3s and 4s on Bumble, your profile probably has some similar things wrong with it. Let's jump into it and give them some constructive criticism that they're asking for. All right, so again, all of these guys want feedback. Just so you know, they're asking for feedback and saying, critique me, literally at the top, right here. Feedback appreciated, so just so you know. And here's his note. Hi there, everybody. I've been on Hinge for over a year now, and I've had decent luck when first joining. I feel like every single man on the planet says that. It's almost as if the dating apps are doing that on purpose. So you have some matches during the first couple of days of you joining, and then a week later you have none, or low quality ones. It's almost like they do it on purpose to get you hooked. Met several nice women who knew how to communicate. What the hell does that mean? Dude, we're already off to the wrong foot, and wanted to date and get to know each other better. So why are we back on Hinge then? I've tried to keep my profile current and reflecting my life and hobbies. They don't care about that. And now I've had at least a few months drought where I haven't had any good matches or people actually wanting to go out once we do match. Some have said the area I'm in is weird for dating. That's okay. How was it good earlier and then it's bad a few months later? Doesn't make any sense. Like, he'll call himself a nerd, I'm sure at some point. Every dude like this calls himself a nerd. How do they logically not figure that out? Well, it was doing well before and then now it's not. And then you threw this random excuse, weird for dating, out, but you did well before. How does that make any sense? Like, there's no logic when it comes to solving my own problems. Someone said this thing, but I'm not convinced. No one needs your approval and needs to convince you. This just says mommy issues right here of like constantly skeptical and doesn't trust anybody. Enmeshed mom can never express anything because it'll be immediately used against him. So he develops this skepticism to a cynical degree, not a healthy level, a cynical level of skepticism, which you do not want, obviously, because like nobody wants to prove this guy wrong or right or convince him, but he thinks like you should just do that by default. I'm just getting a flash in my brain of like what happened to him as an 8-year-old. So on my snow day, I thought I'd take a stab at revisiting my profile. Any feedback is appreciated. Thanks, fam. Okay. Planted or candid. Get it? Anyway, so you're in your mom's house in a bow tie, in a suit you should never wear. Like my grandpa has this suit. Every time a girl sees a photo, the first thought she's thinking is, do I want to be in this guy's life? Pop quiz. Men, do you think any girl ever wishes to be in this photo with this guy next to him? No. It's hard to think this way. Once you understand that girls only care about lifestyle and status, everything becomes more simple. They're not falling in love with your beauty as a feminine, soft man. You care about their face. They don't care about your face. The problem is they'll tell you they care about your face. They're lying to you. Look at the last 3 boyfriends' faces. Were they male models? Of course not. They're probably jabronis that have a cool lifestyle that she got access to. So we can't wear this maroon suit that my grandpa owns. Like, what even? This window isn't even a nice window. Like, now I'm forced to look. And a lot of men are like, those are such small details, Corey. This is so insignificant. Dude, have you seen any girl look at anything before on her phone? Holy fuck. Because she'll never show you to your face what she's doing. One of the girls' favorite actions ever, if you go to their phone, like the, you know, gestures on your phone, like you could swipe left, up, left, down, and all this stuff. The number one gesture on every girl's phone is this. Ready? You know what this is? What is that? What am I doing here? What is that? What is this? Look at that focus. What focus? Look at this. What is the girl doing? Ready? She's zooming in on all the little tiny fucking details that you think don't matter. But guess what? She didn't match with you because of these little details. There's a pretty big detail. Why the fuck are we in this weird, extremely uncomfortable chair in your grandma's house wearing your grandpa's suit? But she's going to be zooming in all day. That's all girls do is zoom. They love to. If you look at a girl's phone, it's just this over and over again. Every photo on your Instagram, she's doing this over and over and over again. If they took away the zoom feature on Instagram, there would be an uproar. There would be a mutiny. Millions of girls enraged. They would still screenshot to zoom, but still, they're zooming on everything. Holy fuck. What are we doing here? She would never want to be sitting in this chair. Immediate left swipe. Immediate. All right, let's go to the next thing. I'm looking for Sunday brunch date. Dude, she goes to brunch with her female friends, not with the man she wants to date and have lead her life. Holy fuck. Someone to hang out with by the pool or enjoy a game. What game are we talking about? Board game? Sports ball game? She doesn't want to hang out by the pool with a man. She wants to hang out by the pool with other females. Can you just see, like, I know it's harsh. They're asking for feedback. It's okay. Give yourself permission to be a little critical, to learn. Maybe your mom, a little harsher than you and said, don't judge anybody. Meanwhile, she's the most judgmental person on the fucking planet at the same time. No, we're judging well. We're discerning. We're learning. Especially you're learning. The girl doesn't want to hang out with her man by the pool. That's a feminine thing to do. Let's go hang out by the pool and wear our skimpy bikinis and get tan lines for the boys to see later at, you know, whatever fucking place we go to later, the mall. No, she wants to go tan with her girlfriend on Sunday morning at the pool, wherever it is, Saturday morning at the pool. What game are we talking about? She doesn't want to play a game with you. Do not lead with, I want to play a game with you. And a takeout dinner date, spending an evening at home. No. What are we talking about, dude? Tell me you're a boy who likes to draw a bath, read a fiction book with a bubble bath, by the way, candlelights, without telling me that you do all those things. No, she does not want to do takeout and go to your house, dude, for the first date. What are we talking about here? You know, like, Corey, eventually, right? She can do that. No, he didn't say eventually. He said Sunday brunch date, someone to hang out with the pool, or enjoy a game and go to the... No, we can never do this on the first date. What are we talking about, dude? The girl is not fantasizing and desiring to hang out with you at your mediocre apartment wearing your maroon suit with the bow tie. She's not fantasizing about this. Doctor, okay? Catholic, I never would list any religion or politics ever. You don't need to. Don't do it. I say this over and over again. Do not list that. This is okay. Okay. You can also list nothing. Right? You don't need to put monogamy because now you look like this needy dude who really wants a relationship and like, I'm codependent. Even if you're not, it's not saying you are. Everything is how it looks. Like, this guy might be the coolest dude in your entire planet. He might be a fucking baller. His profile is all that matters here. That's the only thing that matters. Pre-coffee me. This does not look like the same guy. What it looks like be orange backwards hat, basketball shorts, some graphic tee, MC, I don't even know what this says, Casey something, and then one of the smallest coffees I've ever seen. This is like almost Doppio size at a really obscure coffee shop that looks like somebody's kitchen, probably at like a school. You know how like at weird colleges they have like their own coffee shop? I don't know, very odd. And like, why are we laughing at your coffee that you put like milk and sugar in your coffee? Oh my God. Like, there's so many things in this photo, and you might be like, Corey, these are all small details. No, they're not. This is all that matters to the female. You ever notice that when girls complain, it's about little fucking details? Yeah, that's how they think. That's what they're focused on, is all the little details. They love it. What do you think girls did back in caveman days? Do you think they went out and hunted lions? Saber-toothed tigers? Have you read one evolutionary psychology book? Of course not. They were picking fucking berries and studying where the berries were, how many there were, what time of the season can we pick these? These are poisonous. These are really good. These are ripe. These are not ripe. We have to bring them back. I have to tell everybody about all the berry info the second I get back to the tribe, because if I don't and I die, the tribe also might die. So I need to share the little details. The little details are the most important things. That's why they have a bigger hippocampus than us. All these little things matter. They're not looking at this from like 30,000 feet up on Google Maps, like, coffee, he's disciplined. Like, they're not seeing a dude who looks, you know, he's wearing very average clothing, probably an acceptance need. He drinks a very small coffee because he really loves cream and sugar, which no man should ever have cream and sugar in his coffee with a bunch of random people in the background, like extremely average. You just have to ask yourself, like, what is differentiating yourself from every other man on the planet? Other men are trying to take this girl on a date, the same girl you're trying to match with. But how are you different? Are you different at all? Because you wore a bow tie? You think you're different? She doesn't care about the fucking bow tie. How much is a fucking bow tie? She doesn't care about that. 0%. You're just average man number 492 in her mind, who drinks a tiny cup of coffee, no polarity, no spark, no attraction, and then he wants to hang out at home or a brunch date. No. How I fight the Sunday scaries. Oh, man. And just so you know, like, bigger picture, you need polarity with you between females. You need it. If you don't have it, you're going to have a bad time. The girl is hyper feminine. The more estrogen in her body, the more attractive she looks, the more hyper feminine she's going to be. So that means she wants a hyper masculine man. If you are a hyper feminine man, she's not attracted to the same pole of a magnet. You know, north and south poles. You need to be the north pole to her south pole. The stronger, higher polarity you have as a north pole, the more attractive you'll be to the strong south pole feminine polarity, the feminine girls. So you being afraid of the work week because it's Sunday. I've never heard of this before. Sunday. I'm assuming because like Monday's tomorrow and we all hate our lives because we're mediocre NPCs. Everyone hates our job. We hate our lives. We're probably going to complain about it quite a bit to you, female. Hope you like a man complaining to you and needing your reassurance to make him feel better. I hope you like that. Plus I run. I'm a runner. I know we're harsh guys. Who's going to tell him this shit? Bro, does anybody on the planet think this guy needs to run? Does anybody think that? But like, oh, Corey, how dare you say that? That's so mean. Who's going to tell him that? You're a freaking ectomorph. All you need to eat is chicken, rice, and steak for like 6 meals a day. You need to have like 4,000 calories. Because guess what? He probably wants to look bigger. He probably wants to be a bit more muscular. But running is just, this is what I do. I've just always run and it's easy to do. And I don't really need to think about it or, you know, train be disciplined in the gym, to work out, to train, progressive overload, all the things. I don't need to do any of that. I just need to go outside and run. And I get all these selfish endorphins. 20 minutes later, after running, I'm burning all of my muscle. My body is completely in catabolism, catabolic always. Can't do that. Absolutely cannot do that. And then just like the fake smile selfie looking at the camera, and we're in like under a bridge. Again, does any girl want to join his life? Of course not. This year, I really want to, any man who's like talking about his New Year's resolutions as if it was difficult to get off the couch, let alone achieve this goal, read more for fun. Also, I'm not going to read to get better at like skills and be more disciplined, psychology, business, make more money so I can provide and protect you, woman. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to read some more fiction books. I'm going to read Harry Potter. I don't even know what fiction books there are nowadays. Is there a World of Warcraft book? I'm sure there is. Have any recommendations of books to add to my list? So I'm asking you to do work for me. If you're reading the same book that a female's reading, there's something really wrong. Really wrong. She should be reading this like cute fantasy book where it's like imagination. There's all these things happening, and this girl had superpowers and magic and this, and she didn't, and she lost it. Oh my God. She lost the magic. But at the end of the book, she gets it back, and then they all die. Like that's what she wants to read for like the fiction book. You're just mentally stimulating yourself. You're like listening to the same shitty music over and over again, essentially. Like fiction book equals stimulating yourself. Music equals stimulating yourself. I'm not saying don't ever listen to music. Like you're at the gym blasting a fucking workout. Sure, you deserve to stimulate yourself for an hour. There's a trade-off. You don't need to listen to fucking Hermosi podcast 24/7. You can. I mean, the only reason I would listen to music, honestly, is to find a new song for a video to edit. But you cannot read fiction books. You cannot run as a man. You could do a warm-up. You could do cardio, fasted cardio. You can't run as a man. There's no benefit to running. There's zero. I don't care what you, cardiovascular. No, you're not fucking running to improve your heart health. It's not what you're doing at all. You're doing it because you say you work out and that's running. I don't know if you know this. Go Google ChatGPT this. Question in ChatGPT prompt. I would use 4.0, 5.2 is a corporate clinical loser. Yeah, I don't care what settings you change. Go to 4.0 or Claude. Type in how long if I run until I burn muscle. 20, 30 minutes. So you're only burning muscle. No one's running for 20 minutes and then going home. My weekends look like, this looks like his mom. This also looks like his mom. And then why isn't he just dating this girl? Like, what are we doing here? Why wouldn't you just date this girl? And why are the men leading in so heavily? Where are we, first of all? She doesn't want to know your friends. She doesn't want to see your friends. She doesn't care about your friends. For her to be introduced to your friends, like, first of all, what are you doing? You and her are going to date, long-term relationship, family, maybe marriage. So yeah, I definitely don't post this. And like, she's not unattractive and she's right here. Another girl seeing this on your page, she does not care about your friends. She does not want to know about your friends or who they are. Especially if there's like a not bad looking female. What are we doing? Like she's already competition with the new girls. It's just so many wrong things with showing off your friends, let alone a girl that you could just easily be dating and you're probably way too close with. You're probably been trying to hit on her. This girl probably friend zoned you. A lot of things. Definitely do not show your friends. The girl doesn't care about your friends. Who told you should be showing off your friends? A girl? Yeah, she should be. Because a girl that doesn't have any friends, that's a red flag. She should have friends. I mean, everybody should. The default is you have friends. Girls should have this community or this ecosystem, this support group, including a couple friends, maybe her mom or family that she talks to quite frequently every day. It is very feminine to have a lot of girl friends that are supportive and they talk to each other and they're emotionally supportive, all the things. That's very feminine. For you to do it though, feminine, very feminine. And now you're not obviously polarizing. Do not show it off, especially when there's other girls that like, dude, what are we doing here? Love language is physical touch and gift giving. Any guy that puts love language and then says physical touch first, do you know what the first initial thought every girl's thinking? Oh, you mean sex. All he wants from me is sex, 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 sex. Dude, never say this. And then the people that like gift giving, they don't know first of all, what gift giving is. And just putting that just means that you probably are emotionally unavailable. Probably not the best thing for you to put up there. And also definitely don't put this. Guess where this photo was taken? No girl wants to be next to you. You probably wanting a lot of attention as you're like excited and wanting people to watch you as you like get a little bit of like a foot of air off of a little wave. And then why are we wearing the thing that you're supposed to be riding, posing for the camera with the arms up? I'm having fun. Do you see I'm having fun now? My submission to National Geographic in one of the most depressing shots of a forest, dead trees, dead leaves in the fall or the winter. And then we blocked off our name, the logo, but we didn't block off this logo. And then very fake smile, no forehead movement, no frontalis or glabella movement. Fake smile, no, it doesn't reach the eyes, no crow's feet at all. And then the haircut, I'm not really feeling it, man. There's a lot here that we picked apart here. I want to keep this a little bit more concise than the previous ones where we go off. All right, so a lot to improve on with that. There's no lifestyle, there's no status. The girl does not care about your random friends or any feminine things that you want to do. like brunch or, bubble baths with books. All right, here we go. Here's another guy. So he's asking again for feedback, and this is what he said. Hi all, just wanted to see if there's anything coming off awkward about my profile. My main concern is whether the prompts are too try-hardy, but any feedback would be welcome. Friends' faces are blurred on my actual account as well, not just here. Okay. 24, I'm living in the UK. Here we go. All right, first profile. This is the first picture. The most important one. We're at some very obscure, strange restaurant, it looks like. Whenever I see bottles like this, it's like, how do you think they clean this? Just shove water in there and hopefully it cleans it. The weird, unique obscurity of this extremely inconvenient bottle also increases the amount of bacteria. So many things wrong. We're leaning very far in this photo here. We should be straight is right about here. You're sitting on a wallet, maybe? Just like lifting you up. I'm not sure why we're leaning so hard. Very fake smile. No frontalis, no glabella movement at all. Doesn't reach the eyes. Again, if you just cut off here, you just would not know he's smiling. If you just cut this part out right here, you would just not know. 0%. And then the haircut. This is a haircut I had when I was in middle school, actually. What is this shirt? We got this from like Express in 2009. Oh, there's cushions on the seat in case your butt gets sore. No background, no lifestyle. The pictures are taped to the wall. This is a restaurant. What is this place? The restaurant decor sums up him pretty well as far as the obscurity of everything that's going on. So you got mom blue jeans. We got jeans and then this shirt and then the fake smile, leaning way too far to the side, no background at all, can't see your full body, big problem, can't do that at all. I unwind by lifting heavy circles. We're making fun of going to the gym. I'm not sure what that means. Devouring any book. Ooh, devouring. Oh my God. When you think of a man and a woman, who do you want devouring things? A man devouring you? No. You want the woman to devour you. Like, let's go devouring. Define. The action of eating something hungrily or quickly. Eating food or prey hungrily or quickly. Read quickly and eagerly. Look at the example of the sentence. She spent her evenings devouring the classics. Another example. She was devoured by envy. She, feminine, girls, not men. Girls should be devouring you. Needy energy, wanting to claim you, the man energy. She devours you. You don't devour anything. You are calm and stoic and grounded. And then you read a productive nonfiction book that is necessary and helpful for the goal you're trying to solve, not just to stimulate yourself, right? So why not just listen to some random pop song? Go listen to a rap song. Is the same level of devouring a nonfiction book. Like there's no difference between you playing video games, listening to music, and then devouring a nonfiction book. And then why are we reading books on paper? Like, go listen to a book. ChatGPT, like, there's so many more efficient, productive ways to achieve the outcome, which is learning, building the skills, and inflicting my sense of humor on my friends. So inflicting. I love how we have to just define words. You're like, Corey, there's such a minuscule thing. It's just a word, semantics. Go listen to one Tony Robbins video. Any of them. Your words shape your everything, your environment, your mindset, your outcomes. All the things that happen to you are shaped by the words you use. Cause something unpleasant or painful to be suffered by someone or something. He's making his friends suffer by his humor, but you keep doing it. You're inflicting them with pain, with the suffering because of your humor. So you're not only saying your humor sucks, but you're making your friends suffer on purpose, and you know you are, and you keep doing it. And I get it. Oh, it's supposed to be a joke, and my friends hate my humor, but I keep doing it. Dude, do you think a girl is gonna be attracted to any of this? Like the annoying, uncalibrated boomer dad who says not funny jokes when you clearly don't like it, and he keeps doing it because he's just not aware of social cues. He might be a sociopath, by the way. No, can't do any of this. Middle Eastern, can't put this. Again, we put long-term relationship. Now we're a needy dude who wants to get married right now, and the girl doesn't even know you, so she swipes left. And then monogamy, we don't need to put this right here at all. There's an option on your profile to say, do not show on profile. You don't need to put monogamy. I'm not saying you shouldn't want monogamy. I'm just saying you don't need to show it off because the girl will get the idea that you're this like needy dude who needs to be married ASAP right now, and she'll go, nope. But she's looking for false positives. I'm not going to explain it again. I've explained it many times in my videos. She's looking for false positives. If you give her one, she'll take it and she'll left swipe you and she'll disqualify you. Any small detail she finds and she doesn't like, left swipe immediately. I don't know if you know how girls work. First of all, why are we showing our friends off? Why are you like literally humping this girl and you're like way above her? And I think this is your friend because earlier in the prompt he said he had a photo with his friends that he blurred, so these are his friends. She looks like pretty young, and then he's like way above her, and then we're like right next to her, like literally humping her. And we really love fleeces and express clothing. And where are we? in this like dimly lit with one spotlight above us apartment, and you're humping a girl. Like, what are we doing? Again, dead eyes. You just don't want, I know I go off a lot, but you just cancel this out. He looks sad. And it's like, Corey, how dare you? You're so hard. What are you fucking, he's trying to sleep with attractive girls. You think we should go easy on him and he'll get no results? Like, you were raised by a weak feminine energy. I can tell. So when men don't use their forehead at all and they don't express any emotion other than fake happiness, that's mommy issues. Just so you know. It's either mommy issues or daddy issues. Big, huge truck on the highway, cuts you off, no blinker, flips you off as he almost hits you. Daddy issues. Guy who can't make any expression other than fake happiness because his mom, when he was 10, probably told him, wipe that look off your face, young man, right now. When he had any expression other than fake happiness, and now he's unable to have any emotion or be honest and assertive with his feelings, which obviously is going to be a massive problem for the female who wants to try to date this guy. Can't do that. And why are we showing off random people that look like children in the pictures, and you're humping this girl? What are we doing? No girl ever wants to be in this photo with you, ever. We're throwing a tennis ball underhanded with our pockets, what looks to be our pocket, I don't even know if it is, pulled out, and then two people in the background. I can't see the sky at all, so not a good composition for the photo. And then what is this face? The only facial expression we do make other than fake happiness is this one. Guys, I know we're being harsh here. Do you understand how harsh a female that you're trying to sleep with is going to be with you? I don't think you realize that yet. I think you're, oh, Corey. Whenever I say this, the immediate thought is like, what would he say about my profile? Oh, no. What do you think a girl is going to be thinking with her 3 girlfriends? Let's just say they have a glass of wine Saturday night and they're going through your Hinge with their matches or new dudes they're swiping left on, and they see this photo. What do you think they're going to say? Oh, like your mom did? Oh my God, that's my sweet Harold boy and he's amazing. Everything he does is incredible. No, they're going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? What is he doing? They're not going to know to be like, who the fuck throws a tennis ball underhanded as a man? And then what is that face, man? What are we doing here? And your pocket's undone. Where are we? This is like not even a fun beach to go on. Looks like really hard sand. This guy's in full pants, so it's probably cold. Looks like there's no sky. What is this like random stair set here? Very odd. Very, very odd photo here with trees. Just like very strange with the background. Who are we throwing this ball? Why are we doing this? Okay, so you're looking for a nerd. That means you're probably, like I said before, mommy issues. Because what did we do when we were a kid? We played video games. We played a lot of video games. We did nerdy things, World of Warcraft, Dungeons and Dragons, because guess what? I wasn't allowed to go outward and express my masculinity outcomes. Sometimes, like, be a little aggressive, like wrestle with my like brother, or you know what I mean? Like roughhouse. That's what boys do. They go outside, they play in the fucking mud, they ride a bike, they fall, they play sport ball, they play basketball, they fall down, they get hurt by accident, but that makes you tough. That is anti-fragile behavior as a man. But what happens when the mom or like weak passive dad or absent, whatever it is, and this is all like with empathy, by the way, because you have to understand, why does this happen? When there was no opportunity for the kid, it wasn't encouraged to go out and play team sports, learning masculine leadership, teamwork, all the stuff, communication with other men. Instead of doing that, he went inward, because that's safety inside my mind and my imagination. World of Warcraft, Dungeons and Dragons, video games, all that stuff, becoming a nerd because it's safe in my mind. I don't have to be yelled at by my mom who hates men because dad left her. No, we're getting super dark real quick, but he goes inside and no one can hurt you inside. No one tells you can't think that. You can't imagine that. No one says that. Badminton. I feel kind of wussy playing pickleball. I mean, I balance it out, but with basketball, tennis, and golf. But badminton, buddy. You're a buddy. Girls, how do you like being called a buddy? Just like there's no polarity at all. Badminton and being a nerd whose laugh I can hear from the next room. So like, who should be loud? Female or male? Who should be the loud laugher? The male, not the female. And females should not be laughing loud. They should be giggling. The fuck are we talking about? Just so you know, oh, Corey, girls can laugh loud too. Sure, they're not feminine then. You want to see a loud laughing girl? I'll show you a picture of her right here. This is what she looks like. Do you want to date this? Why not? What do you mean? I thought you said she could be a loud laugher. This is her. You want to date her? Her name's Amanda. She's a great girl. She's a great personality, which you're going to love in person when you meet her. Why don't you want to date her? She loves to laugh loud and at things that aren't funny. Oh man, we're a skier. And what is this flag? I don't know. Anyway, another dead eye smile. Again, doesn't even reach the eyes at all. Like imagine just cutting this out right here. Look at this. They're here, dead eyes. No forehead movement at all. No glabella, no frontalis. Not even orbicularis oculi. I feel Shakespeare with these Latin words, which is muscles around the eye. A lot of Taurus, very typical ski outfit. Every single average man on the planet skis. Extremely average. If you have poles and you're a skier, man. If you ski, the only acceptable way to say I'm a skier is if you could do like a triple backflip or double backflip or like I don't even know what the spins are, if they're the same in skiing that they are in snowboarding. If you could do a 1080 or like a double backflip and you ski with no poles, sure. Okay, you can say you ski then. If you can't do any of that and all you do are moguls, which ruin the mountain, by the way, no, you can't ski. Bad day, overcast, people in the background, fake smile, just no. I don't even see the full body. I can't even see the full lifestyle of the photo, the full context. I'm like forced to look at your face with the blurry background. If you're taking a portrait photo as a man, you're gonna have a really bad time. Together, we could stir the pot at board game night, get a bit silly, and steal each other's coats when we get chilly. What is this? This is like two girls in like middle school at a sleepover, but like stir the pot at game night? What? Let's play Dungeons and Dragons. We'll get silly. Steal each other's coats. You're wearing a pink coat and she's wearing a blue coat. So you get to wear her pink coat that should be way too small for you. Zero polarity. Oh man, more friends. Oh, we're holding each other. Oh man. In these kind of friend groups where like as a girls, each of the girls are very masculine, very opinionated, and probably very feminist. And they probably make fun of all the men. And then the men are very feminine. They probably all play volleyball. They play World of Warcraft and Dungeons and Dragons. Like no girl on planet Earth wants to be part of the social circle ever. Like no female ever is like, I really want to date that guy. He has a good group of friends. Like that's never said. You know, when I think of my life and growing with him and family and protecting, providing, and being attracted to him, aroused by him, you know what I really think is a big part of our lives? His random friends that all hate him. Random buddies that don't even like him. That's huge part of our life. They're going to be over every night of the week hanging out because guess what? He can't make a decision on his own. He's afraid of making decisions that don't agree with the group because I need acceptance from the group. So good luck, female trying to change him. Oh man. So he's wearing a wig. You know, he's trying to be a female with a Russian hat that looks not pretty. Oh man. Another fake smile. This doesn't look like the same guy. Like he looks way happier in this photo. Does anybody want to take a wild guess why he would be way happier in this photo? This is like at least somewhat masculine. I mean, girls ski too, so somewhat masculine. Like you're achieving, you go down the hill, speed, like somewhat. I mean, I don't like the outfit. You can't look at the camera, smile like that. Why do we have goggles from like the 1970s? We have poles, a very typical North Face, people in the background. I can't see your full body. I can't see the context of the actual place that you're at. Is a portrait blurry, fake blur photo from an iPhone. He's fake smiling. Here, this actually looks like more of a genuine smile. Can you see that? You see the difference? Why would he be genuinely happy wearing a wig that is meant for a female and not maybe genuinely happy when he's skiing, which is somewhat more masculine? Okay, so we finished that one. Let's go on to the next one. All right, so this guy, again, he submitted his feedback for review. He didn't put anything in the notes, and this is his first photo. Let's hop into it. Okay, so every girl, essentially, I'm acting as a girl if she was able to speak her inner feelings, which they're able to feel those feelings, and they don't really know what the feeling is. Like, that's why the word ick was invented. It's because they have no idea how to describe the feeling of ick. What ick actually means is disgust, embarrassed for you, for the dude, was attracted, even 1%, and then completely not attracted anymore. Embarrassment for him, disgusted for him. Essentially, major cringe that he's acting weird, cringe, awkward. That's what ick means. So again, I'm describing what their feelings are trying to tell them, which they'll never be able to tell you, and also won't tell you. So we're standing against, it almost looks like a apartment complex, like the entrance to it, but it was like welded shut. Just very odd background against a wall, no context, completely blank stare. Again, what is with these men with no forehead, frontalis, glabella? This is glabella, and the frontalis movement, none of it. And then completely fake smile, complete dead eyes, dead face, like no orbicularis oculi movement, no glabella movement, and no frontalis movement. Again, you might be like, oh, Corey, this is so detailed and irrelevant. Have you spoken to a girl before? All they care about are details. You as the man don't care about details. You see a problem with that? You're trying to attract female. All she cares about are details. You don't care about details. You're not attracting girls. Do you see a problem? Are you starting to see the core issue here? All they look at are details. And they, again, favorite thing to do in the world is zoom. So all they're doing all day is just zooming. So first of all, where are we? Like, we have a wall, like in an alleyway. Thing doesn't know what it is. It's a collared shirt, raincoat, peacoat at the same time, with like a suit and tie under, as if you're going to work and you work in an office. This is like office space. Like, this is the kind of outfit you wear on the way to your office job. And again, dead eyes, staring at the camera. And then this is called contempt. Very slight contempt. See how it's not symmetrical with the smile, it's asymmetrical here. So it looks like slight contempt with the smile, which not a good start. Dead eyes, dead face, no forehead movement. The smile doesn't reach the eyes, I'll say it in the simplest way. And also it's a completely fake smile. It just means that you just haven't felt feelings and is definitely not emotionally available, or like something going on underneath the surface, which the girl does not want to figure out and get to know more of. Not a good first photo. Staring at the camera, can't do any of that. How do I always guess it? Because if you watch their videos, either say mommy issues or daddy issues. This is mommy issues. Corey, how can you tell? Well, and I've probably said it 4 times in this video. I've been doing a lot of filming today, so I'm gonna say it again. So why does he have dead eyes? Because that's not normal. Look at my forehead when I'm making these videos. Look at my frontalis right here, my glabella, my orbicularis oculi, like very expressive. That's how you should be as a man. Grounded and also able to express yourself with your feelings, but you're still grounded. You're not like insecure and afraid. Oh my God. No, like you're able to be expressive. Have some conviction in the way you speak, enthusiasm. That's what draws girls in. When he was a child, 8 to 12 years old, what his mom probably said to him was, wipe that look off your face right now, young man. He makes any face other than fake smile, fake happiness, fake appeasing, people pleaser. And you wonder why guys are people pleasers, because their mom's screaming at them as a fucking 8-year-old. Wipe that look off your face, young man. What are you upset about? You have no reason to be upset. Go to your room right now. Like, what does that teach the boy at 8 to 12 years old? I shouldn't show my feelings. My feelings are not relevant. And I have to appease people, i.e. my mom. I have to appease my mom. The feminine. I have to appease the feminine or they'll be mad at me. So that creates people pleaser men who don't move their forehead, who try to look like they're happy and everything's fine. Don't worry about me. I'm all good. You're going to get mad at me if I make you worry about me at all, because then that man starts to watch Sex in the City and other shows that are designed for females. And by the way, have you ever watched one Sex in the City episode? They're all feminists. They're not attractive women. They're all past their prime and they're all just sleeping with tons of men. And they're all miserable, by the way, and complaining all day. So anybody watching Sex in the City, first of all, any girl watching it that resonates with it, like, whoa, massive red flags with that girl. A dude watching it, there isn't a color red enough to be a red flag. No, you can't do that. Every photo is him in his suit except this one. And we'll get to the contempt in a second. Jesus Christ. Christian, again, that's great, dude. I'm a God-fearing man, whatever you want to call it. Cannot put your religious beliefs in a dating profile, dude. Like, any girl that's not diehard Christian is probably going to X you, maybe just for that one reason. If you're an avid hunter, should you put up a dead deer on your profile? Some people do. Why not put up a dead deer? Because that's your passion. Just being myself. That's what I like to do. I like to kill deer just to put it on my wall. And I have a whole wall of dead deer. Want to see? New female? No? Why would you do that? Because the girl might not like hunting right now. But she dates you for 2 months. Guess what her favorite hobby is? Hunting. And she's asking you to go. She wants to go on a hunting trip with you. She wants you to teach her how to shoot a gun within 2 months. A girl who hated hunting before she met you, 2 months later after dating you, fucking loves hunting. She got her own gun now. And then this right here, you just seem like you're needy and you really want a relationship now and you're codependent. And again, mommy issues. Girls do not like this. So that's good. You want it. I would encourage you to want long-term relationships with high quality girls. Can't put it here. It just looks too needy. And again, monogamy, there's an option to put do not show on profile. And then the next photo is also us in the same work suit at a work meeting. All we do is work. I have no social life. I have no lifestyle. I have no status. All I do is work all day. And I'm in this suit that clearly the only place I can wear this outfit is at my office, because anywhere else I look like a politician. And unless he's a politician, I don't know. You can't wear this suit anywhere else other than at the office. No one is going to like that. And he's eating what even is this? A pizza? Some sort of pie? I don't know what it is, but you should not be pointing at it like that. Again, with the dead eyes. And again, Corey, you're so harsh. He needs to hear this. Girls are seeing this and judging the fuck out of him. And then they're not matching with him and they're not dating him because of these little things. Cancel out his lower face. You cannot tell what feeling this guy has. Dead eyes, right? Completely neutral, no emotion. And then pointing at the pizza, can't do that. What are we doing here? Who are we with? To even the girl behind him. Everyone has dead eyes. And then this photo here, let's see if we get a fuller. Yeah, we get a bigger one. All right. So at least we're outside. We still got the same kind of outfit here. Like this is, I don't even know where you get this outfit. Kohl's in the clearance rack. You can't wear those clothes. Show me an attractive man who is dating the girl you want to date that wears the shirt, wears anything like this. Of course not. They're not wearing these type of clothes. Can't wear it. And again, another smile, just like that. I'm not allowed to show my emotion because my mom shamed me as a kid for showing any sort of emotion. Completely dead eyes. No emotion up here. Can't do that. It's not like he's not using it on purpose. It's shut off because of that as a kid. Go look around. Notice people's foreheads, their crow's feet, glabella, and then their frontalis muscles. When they're talking, do they move them? If you're talking to a social person who has had a lot of positive experiences with people, girls in the past, especially a dude, he will move this all day. Look at any show you like, any show ever you watch that's not a fucking intense horror movie. Take The Office Office. Every scene of The Office, their eyebrows are raised. Their foreheads are always activated like this. They're actors. They know how to fucking act and socialize and project themselves and be sociable. So you got to do the same thing too. I'm not saying you got to like have an acting career, but you got to look inviting. You got to look social. Girls don't want to talk to a guy with dead eyes who only fake smiles. And we got a crazy blur for the photo. Like, as a man, you should have never switched to portrait mode on your phone ever as a man, unless you're taking a photo of your girl or a girl. You should never switch your phone to portrait mode ever. The only cool thing that might be kind of exciting, which really isn't because I can't even see the sky, or there's no actual composition here. At least the sun's coming from, here with the shadow. The only photo where I see some sort of lifestyle is blurred. I'm forced to look at only his body and face. Again, mommy issues. Look at my body and face because like my mom, as a kid, she praised me for being handsome. I'm really attracted to tattoos and piercings. Oh, I'm attracted to girls with probably daddy issues. Like you think of a girl that's covered in tattoos, like complete sleeve tattoos with piercings. Do you think that girl had a very healthy childhood and she's worked on herself? What do you think? Probably not at all. But that's the absolute contrast. It's so funny because everything is polarity. Sometimes it's bad polarity. It's called reverse polarity. And here he's being feminine, appeasing, people pleasing already, watching Sex in the City, wearing like kind of goofy goober outfits. Like I only work. Don't be mad at me for my outfit. I'm going to wear what I have to wear for work. And I bought this from Kohl's and it's kind of like, I'm not standing out. I'm just accepted with everybody else. Don't yell at me. I'm just doing whatever I can. And then what is he attracted to though? Tattoos. You know what tattoos means? A slew of things. When you picture a man who has no tattoos on a break and rapport scale physically of how much of a cognitive dissonance this is to the norm, fits right in. Normal kind of dude. This guy's pretty normal. And I mean, I don't really recommend men have piercings at all. So let's just stick with the tattoos. And he's covered in tattoos, has a sleeve. Which of these guys are you a little bit more afraid of? Which one? This guy with the blue suit and the khakis and brown shoes who's on his way to work and don't be mad at me? Or this guy who just got off his fucking Harley, tall, dark, and handsome, completely covered in tattoos? Which one are you a little bit more afraid of? Which one are you like, oh shit, this guy's got a little bit more of my focus? Yeah, this one. He's breaking more rapport. It's more against the norm, which is a more masculine trait to have your body covered in tattoos, which usually signals you've been through quite a bit of pain. And now you have a tattoo to kind of embody or symbolize the pain you went through. And then you have this now sleeve of tattoos or this body covered in tattoos. Like the amount of criminals that have tattoos compared to people that have tattoos that are criminals is kind of like the, every pedophile has a mustache, but not every guy with a mustache is a pedophile. Tattoos just means like dominance, like probably acts out sometimes aggressively. Like that's just kind of the stereotype and well-deserved for a man with tattoos. And then piercings, that just means daddy issues. Let's just say in the terms of a girl covered in tattoos, like full sleeve, all that, and then piercings everywhere, that's major daddy issues, obviously. And then she acts out a lot. She usually pretty promiscuous, bit lascivious. And it's funny because he's the like nice, sweet boy that mommy said was amazing and perfect and never rocks the boat or makes any waves. And he wants the girl who's the man, who has the tattoos, who breaks rapport, has the piercings, who embodies more of the masculine presence, which is, why do you always see the leftists, blue hair girls have piercings? Daddy issues. They have no model of what a healthy masculine with boundaries person is. So they act out, they do all these things, tattoos, piercings, whatever, blue hair, to rebel against the man, the machine. I'm going to rebel. So she likes when girls rebel against the machine and they do more masculine kind of deviant behavior, but he doesn't do it at all. That's called reverse polarity. You never want reverse polarity ever in any of your relationships. You are the masculine presence. She is the feminine presence. That is a genuine attraction. No woman is attracted to a feminine man. The reverse polarity that he's asking for, that doesn't happen. Girls do not go backwards like that. Men will, because a lot of men are just desperate. They'll do whatever the fuck they want. He'll still complain about her being masculine, her wanting to lead. She's opinionated. She wants to argue with your opinions. She drives a Harley. You want to date a girl like that? Of course not. All right, next one. Jesus, we could have done a better job with crossing out your buddy's face. Another photo, complete dead eyes. Again, same thing, mommy issues. Why are we always in some sort of suit? Oh man, like way to turn the girl into this like stifled, reserved, uptight girl with your outfit alone, let alone the facial expressions. This guy looks a bit bigger than you. Why are we posing with a random dude who we blocked off his face? But we don't block off strangers' faces in the background. So we'll show them off all day, but not your best buddy, who's probably more handsome than me. That's why I blocked off his face, but I still want to show off that I have friends because my mom told me I need friends. Even though as a man, who gives a fuck if you have friends? Independent is the #1 masculine core identity. You don't need friends. You are enough on your own. You don't need external input. Sure, you can have friends if they help you grow and like supportive, whatever else, but it's not like a female friend group that they need support emotionally to survive. It's like oxygen for them. You're not the same. Do you see all the wires wires are crossed with him. Most men, but they're all crossed. Like he thinks he should be watching Sex in the City. He thinks he should like a masculine girl with tattoos and piercings. And he's posing with his buddy because he thinks he needs to like show off he has friends. You see like all the wires are crossed here. I go crazy for it, but I'm still a man because I watch football. Dallas Cowboys. No girl on planet Earth wants to watch football. 0 females. So you leading with it. They don't care what you want, dude. They don't care what you like. They care about how are you going to make me feel if I were to choose to go on a date with you. They do not care about anything else. Brentford FC, no clue what that is. The Vancouver Canucks. Oh, they're all just sports teams. Why do we like a Dallas football team? I have no idea what this is. I'm assuming some sort of Canada, probably hockey, because what other sports teams does Canada play? Other than baseball, which like, I don't even know how they're part of the league in Toronto. The girl doesn't care that you watch sport ball teams. Where are we? Nothing. Just complete dead eyes. I mean, even the eyes are a little bit more activated here, but no forehead movement. I'm convinced either these kind of guys have all crazy mommy issues and or also get Botox every like 6 weeks. That's kind of my determination. Where are we here? Like we could not have picked the worst corner of this like inside outside bar with like plywood and a sensor smoke machine. I don't even know what that is. And what's this table here? This is like the shittiest table I've ever seen with a plastic beer wearing the most basic brand ever Champion that my dad in like 1992 wore the socks of, like the long white socks. That was early 90s apparel. Even like a collab with Off-White is still cringe. Is still, what are we doing? We're just like hanging out in the back alley of a bar with beer. Like, does a girl want to join you here? Of course not. She does not want to. No. Oh man, more friends. And then again, this is getting close to the middle schooler cringe agony smile. Yeah, I'll do it real quick. Ready? I got to put this one down. Hold on. Yeah, I got it. Nailed it. Yeah, I can't. What are we doing, man? Is this a dude? I'm actually confused. The outfits are wild. Where do we go shopping? Thrift store, maybe? Now we got a can. Why is this new construction in the background? It's like 2x4s, plywood. Again, we're crossing out their faces because we can show strangers on our profile, but we don't want to show our friends' faces. What is going on here, and he'll deny it to the death, obviously, is I want to show off I'm accepted in a group because I need to feel accepted because maybe as a kid I never felt accepted. And my mom kind of shamed me for having friends. I know we're being harsh. He needs to hear it. He needs to know, hey, this is not what you should be doing. You're trying to attract females and you're doing this, which is the opposite. You're attracting men or masculine females. But he wants to show off he has friends, which like, no girl cares about your friends, dude. What are his friends like? Have you ever heard a girl say that? She'll never say that to you. Of course not. She does not care. Dude, when she's thinking like a man that I want to have lead me, that I'll surrender to, that will be my boyfriend or maybe husband, you think she's thinking, but what are his friends like? How are his friends gonna support us and really talk to us and share experiences with us? Do you think she gives a fuck about that? Dude, she cares about how you're gonna lead her, how you're gonna protect, provide. Are you attractive? How are you gonna make me aroused? Do I desire you? Could I desire you? Those are the questions she's asking you. She's looking at all the little details. She's looking at all your friends smoke cigarettes and it's 2026. Like, who the hell smokes cigarettes? Like, even the young kids are doing Juuls and shit. Like the gum now with the nicotine. Who smokes cigarettes? Like, dude, what is this, like the 70s? This doesn't look proportionate to your hand. How are you sunburned here, but you're not sunburned here? That is pretty odd. I mean, this is what every girl is thinking and going through, and they're going through all the details. They're analyzing all this. You just don't know. You've never seen them do that before. They're doing all. How do you think they're making their decisions? Swipe right. It's a lottery. Whatever. I swipe right every 7 swipes. No, what are you talking about, dude? She's like, where the hell are you? Why are you behind plywood in a shed with 2 buddies smoking? Why'd you blur their faces out and do like a pretty terrible job crossing their face out? Are you insecure that they're more attractive than you? Then why are you showing them off? Because you need me to know you're accepted, but you're afraid that they're more attractive than you? Man, that's a big no-no. How many do we do now? 1, 2, 3. That's 0 for 3 of profiles that I would even remotely approve of or suggest. Last guy, we'll do one more because this video is way too long already. So this guy submitted his profile for feedback. Again, just to remind you. And he said, I'm looking for something serious. Not subscribed to Hinge X or Hinge Plus. Trying to mooch off the app for free. Have been using this profile for about 3 weeks. Have been using Hinge for a total of 7 months. Use Hinge daily. I use it daily, but I'll never pay for it. If it will get me more likes and matches, I still don't want to pay for it because I'm cheap. How much is Hinge Plus? Which, what are we doing here? Hinge X is the only way to go. You're on the app every day for 7 months. And clearly it's not working out. We haven't tried it once to get the paid subscription thing. Man. man. Use Hinge daily, but don't always use all of my likes. You get like 10 to 20 likes a day or 3 minutes to go through your likes on a free account. Use it daily, but you don't use it on the only thing that matters, which is lead generation. Send maybe 4 likes a day, all with comments. Oh man, I cannot imagine what those comments are that he's leaving on the profiles of the girls. Get maybe 2 or 3 matches a month. Holy fuck. Just so you guys know, the default, the average for the most average men on the planet, on planet Earth, is, I'm bad at math, put on screen here, I'm going to say 18 to 20 matches a month is the average of what you should be getting for the most basic, mediocre, average, frustrated chump. That's how many matches you should be getting. By default, that is what the majority of men are getting. And guess what? This is what those matches look like. They're all 4s and 5s, by the way, just so you know, because some guys are like, I get so many matches, bro. I got like 40 matches last month. And I'm like, cool, dude. How many girls are you going on dates with? And they're like, 1. And I'm like, you got 40 matches you went on one day. I'm like, cool, so how was the day? He's like, oh, it was awful. What do you mean it was awful? He's like, yeah, she looked nothing like the photos. And I'm like, okay, well, you were all excited to tell me you got 40 matches, and then the one girl you went on a date with that month catfished you. So I don't know if that's congruent. 2 or 3 matches a month. Ideally, looking for women who is nerdier, open to kids. Oh my God, nerdier. Have you ever seen a nerdy girl before that will just accept you like your mom? Again, it's always mommy issues. Or not always, because the daddy issues guys don't have that much of an issue attracting 1 or 2 girls a month. And they're not obviously good girls at all. They're also trying to fix the man who is completely emotionally unavailable because of their childhood. It's a whole trauma. Everything is trauma. Everyone's suffering. You got to be empathetic to it. But why do you think he wants a nerdier girl? So she'll accept him for being a nerd because my mom told me I was never allowed to be masculine. I couldn't do anything outwardly. Outcomes, strength, competence, discipline, consistency, reliability, outcome focus, problem solving, goal oriented, football, baseball, any sport ball, right? That's masculine expression. The mom didn't like that because it didn't make her feel all butterflies inside. So she rewarded him for being soft and weak and small and quiet, reading fiction books, taking bubble baths, playing video games in his room by himself where he's safe inside his imagination, becoming a nerd. And then now I want another nerd who will make me feel accepted and approved of like my mom did as a kid. Open to kids, that's good at least. Has more of an alt style. Yeah, just like deviance. This is a deviant decision-making style, not super religious. Okay, great, we're agnostic, so we don't believe in anything. Perfect, we have no purpose. But we love World of Warcraft. Shares same political beliefs. I can't imagine what this guy's political beliefs are going to be. Here we go. Pre-coffee me. I've seen the pre-coffee me probably 5 times, and we've reviewed like 12 profiles. I've seen the pre-coffee me at least 3 times, maybe 4. Okay, well, this is the last one, so let's try to make it quick. Where are we? The girl is first going to go, where are you? What are we doing here? Why are you showing me this photo, right? She doesn't care about this obscure coffee place. It's always a coffee place like in a school, like some college campus. I feel like this type of coffee shop, it seems like they wouldn't have a food establishment license, which they need if they're, selling food. And they're like registered as like an art exhibit. If you ever watch Nathan For You, he does a parody on Starbucks. It's called Dumb Starbucks. And he gets around having to have the license by saying that his coffee shop is an art exhibit. So he doesn't actually have to, abide by any of the regulations from the health department, whatever it is.
I mean, legally speaking, this store has to be categorized as an art gallery, so we don't have to abide by the same health regulations as a Starbucks would.
But who's held accountable if, let's say, your food is dirty or if there's...
I mean, we don't want any of our customers to get sick, but if they do, technically that's part of the artistic experience.
I feel like this is that right here. This is a Nathan For You episode in the background with what is this coffee shop with hardwood floors. It's like a gymnasium and like who is behind him? What are we doing here? Like no girl would ever want to join you in this photo. She would not want to be sitting next to you. Like, I really want to talk about World of Warcraft as we sit in this quirky coffee shop. Then like this coffee probably that's completely full of sugar and cream, which is not masculine, by the way, not high polarity, was like $8. You want to spend $8 on a tiny iced coffee that's going to taste awful and is like 99% ice? Probably not. And what are we wearing? A wool? This is tweed? I've never seen tweed before, but I feel like this is tweed. And we got a movement watch, it looks like. Direct to consumer. So a very basic watch. And then we got a fantasy shirt with looks like the constellation or a world, or I'm not sure. And then a very unkept beard. And then again, this is the agony smile. So the agony smile is like the approval seeking eyebrows. We have some sadness here. And then we have the fake smile. and then the raised cheeks, which is not a masculine smile. I'm not saying you can't smile. I'm saying all these smiles are fake. You're pretending to be happy, which is fake happiness. Why would you do that? Because you're succumbing to peer pressure. You know you should be doing something. Your mom, maybe as an 8-year-old, was like, smile, you're not smiling. That's not a smile. Smile, honey. Smile, Harold. And then this big beard that's unkept, you can't do that. Like, we should not ever have hair on our cheeks. That should not be the way that we have hair. So we can't do any of that. None of that can be true. And then this is a video, which it's not playing. Together we could go to some random outside small festival. No girl would want to do that with you, but she can do it by herself. So she doesn't need you to do that. And like, I don't see him in the video. So just some random video that I may or may not have taken at some random place that I hope it's a DJ. I don't even know if it is, because like, what is this? I don't see a band. I don't see a DJ station. So I have no idea what this is. It might be a World of Warcraft performance. Instead of grabbing drinks, let's buy the same Lego set and see who can build it faster. Oh man, what did I say about, like, there's always something that, like, people are usually stuck in some age as a childhood that something happened and they just stuck at it. Whenever they can, they regress to that age. Let's build a Lego set, who can build it faster. Like, that's what you would tell your 6-year-old brother when you both got the same Lego set for Christmas. Like, that's what you would be like, we should see who should build it faster. And like, no one cares. And then like one of the brothers like clearly is losing. He like hits the other one's Lego set midway through, and then they fight and they're crying and blah, blah, blah. So no, she doesn't want to do this. No, she doesn't want to be a 6-year-old boy with you. That's not what her goal is. Go to an arcade. No girl likes video games. I don't care if she's #1 on Twitch. She fucking hates it. You know why she's there? She's talking to all the men all day. She's talking to all the people giving me all the attention. A girl playing video games by herself without speaking to anybody, like online, doesn't exist. That's why it's when you're on Call of Duty, when you're in fucking, sophomore year of high school in 2007. That's why it was a crazy rare sighting when a girl popped on the mic and you're like, are you a girl? And everybody fucking went off. And the Modern Warfare 2 lobbies. It never happens. Girls don't play video games, so they don't want to go to a fucking arcade with you. Play one of the games that I made. Let me guess, you want to talk about the game you made. That's an arcade game, and it's a spin-off of this thing that you really love. She doesn't care. Take a painting class at Palette and Pub. Oh my God. Are you starting to see the mommy issues, daddy issues? I know it's like, Corey, that's so mean. Blah, blah, blah. He needs to know this because girls are not matching with him. They're not liking his profile. He might be an amazing dude. I don't know. I have no clue. Let's just assume he is. What he inputted on this app in the prompts and the photos is not working at all. It is 4 matches a month, and I can guarantee you the matches look like this. He wants higher quality girls. He wants more attractive and more matches. So we have to fix it. We have to diagnose what's going on here. How do we fix it? Can't do this. Can't go to painting class with her on a first date. She doesn't need you to do that. She doesn't want to do that with you. That's not what she wants to do. To be around you with your presence is do a very feminine thing. She does that with her friends. They do not play arcade games. She does not want to do that. I'll make it easy, right? Does not want to build Lego sets. Go to a Lego store, which, by the way, did you know those exist? I walked by one the other day. Who's going to the Lego store to buy Legos? Why would you not buy online? I'm pretty blown away that they're open. So definitely doesn't want to do this. And then this right here, this is what you do on like date 7. When you're like, we did the drinks, we've already slept together, I took her mini golfing, we went bowling. What the fuck else am I going to do with her? Painting. And you've already slept together multiple times. Then you can go painting if she wants to. Not if you want to, if she wants to. So no to all these. Weirdest gift I have given or received. My grandma got me Axe body spray for Christmas. Maybe what is she trying to tell you? What is she trying to say? So first of all, no girl cares anything about you. She does not care about you. Everything should be about her. You're doing really well with a girl when she's talking 80% of the date about herself. You're crushing it. You're killing it. Incredible. The only words you say are fucking questions. That's it. Whenever you're saying anything about yourself for more than a few words, maybe 3 after she asked you, if you say anything else other than that, you're going to have a bad time. It's going to go really bad for you. And you're going to have no idea why, because you're going to feel, oh, good. We had a really good connection. She's a really good conversationalist. And then she left me and never talked to me again. At the end of the date, she left and then ghosted me. She doesn't want a conversationalist. She should be feeling the connection. She should think you're a good conversationalist. You should feel like this date, I said nothing about myself. She knows nothing about me. And I heard her whole life story and she was laughing like half the time. You crushed it. That girl, 80% chance she's going home with you that night. Fantastic. If you talked about yourself, oh man, you're having a bad time. So obviously we can't do any of this. This is off the table. And then apparently even your grandma knows you smell. She's trying to mask the smell. I didn't have the heart to tell her her I'm not a middle school boy anymore. She didn't know. She couldn't tell because you're still playing World of Warcraft. You still want to be a nerd and go to the arcade and drink coffee from the school cafeteria. So she couldn't tell. That's why she got you X. Okay, software engineer. How did I know? A lot of time spent in front of the computer. School, again, agnostic, atheist. Ooh, and liberal. What are the chances of that? Man, that never happens. Atheist and liberal? What? Cannot put this here. Cannot put this here. Oh my God. What if you meet a girl who's moderate or conservative, who's stunning, perfectly, exactly your type, every quality you would ever want, and she's stunning, but she's a conservative or moderate, or she doesn't know. Guess what she does? And X your entire profile for that one little detail. Hey guys who are like upset about little details, are you starting to see why they matter? One little tiny detail that you're a liberal and she's a moderate or she doesn't know, X your entire profile and you get no matches. This is every lower consciousness man, his thought process. I don't want to have to deal with things other than what I already think about, but I also want the most hyper feminine, sought after 1% top girls. What world are you living in? That's also mommy issues, that you think you deserve things that you don't, absolutely do not deserve. That is a feminine mindset. They deserve things that they don't deserve. When you go to any establishment, ask any of the staff, especially retail or restaurants, who are the most entitled people on the planet? Women that are 50 to 65 years old. They are the most entitled people on the planet. So if you're being entitled, I don't want to have to deal with little problems, Corey. I don't want to worry about little tiny details, but I want the hottest girl on the planet that everybody else wants. Where did that mindset come from, you think? You can't put that. Absolutely cannot put that. We don't need to put that. What are we doing here? There's an option, again, I say it for the 90th time, to not show on profile. Can't show this because, again, the girls are like, oh, you want a long-term relationship, you're really needy and codependent. It's not fair. It's not supposed to be. But you can't put this. You can't put long-term relationship monogamy because you just seem needy and like in scarcity. But again, if you put short term, they're going to think you're a player and also not match with you. There are other options to put that don't disqualify you, right? You don't need to put this either. Okay. All right. So next photo, me in the wild. This doesn't look like the wild. Okay, let's first break down. First of all, where are we? We're in a nook. We're in a cranny against a wall. No background. I'm assuming it's the school. If you tell the guy, hey, she cares about where you are in the photo, make it a cool place. Now they're like, oh, your brain is going to make up some random reason of either an excuse or something you think that needs to be solved, which probably is not the actual thing. So yeah, what are we doing? Camping against the wall, man. We got hands in the pocket. At least he has his thumbs out of the pocket. At least. That's, I think, the only positive of this entire photo, because we got the most basic outfit on ever. There's like mommy jeans, like very blue, ill-fitting pants, brown watch, hoodie with fleece with a collar. Can't do that. Where does your cheek start? Where does your jaw end? Where does your neck begin? I don't know any of this. Again, this is dead eyes or very fake smile with the mouth open and teeth open, and then no forehead movement at all, no glabella, no frontalis, no eyebrow movement, completely fake smile. Can't do this at all. No girl would ever want to be in this photo with you. Are you a cat person? Because look, if you're a man who has a cat, that's cool. Really cool. You have to be masculine though to own a cat. You can't be feminine and own a cat because you're just afraid of masculinity. You're afraid of being polarized. No girl wants to enter a guy's life who's extremely feminine, afraid of being masculine. What I mean by that is like any girl watching, because you're like, Corey, no, it's okay because he's in touch with his feelings. It's okay. He's vulnerable. Cool. So guess what? When somebody breaks into your house, or like there's an incident at any establishment you go to, any restaurant, there's a fight that breaks out, he's gonna stand behind you. You're walking by a dog who's like a Doberman or a fucking pit bull who's a little aggressive, and the owner is very careless with the leash, and the dog is walking the owner. And this guy's gonna get behind you. You're gonna be in front protecting. When the bill comes, guess who's paying? The girl. Or you're splitting it. Guess who's driving to wherever we want to go? You, the girl. You're driving him. And he's going to talk about his feelings and what he wants to do. And he's excited to go to the arcade while you drive him there. And then you pay. Or you split it. Does that sound fun? Are you excited for that life? You want to hop on this guy's train? You excited? Why not? Man, we got more Galaxy shirts on. At least the cat is showing him positive attention. That's good. But again, fake smile, dead eyes, no forehead movement, no glabella. Again, my mom shamed me as a kid. I'm not allowed to have feelings. Man, and like a brown collared shirt that probably can't be buttoned, and I don't know where we get the outfits. At least he matched the brown with his watch. In our grandma's house, gray couch, again the beard. No. You should not go out with me. This is a disqualifier. This is the most masculine thing he's ever done, is choose this prompt. I haven't read it yet, so it's probably not going to go up. You should never choose this prompt. I'm not saying you should, but this is the only like actual spark of polarity, is disqualifying the girl, saying it won't work out if. You should never do it on your dating profile though. You can't handle a cat that has caused $300 100% increase in crime in my house. The only thing, because when you think of who commits crimes and like is mischievous and acts out, when you think of the male or female, who does that more? Who acts out more physically? Men or females? Men. But the cat acts out more than he does, because the cat is more masculine than him, causing crime. Apparently the crime's being committed too. Oh, and it's like a girl cat as well, not even a boy cat. She found out I store her treats on top of the fridge and helped herself to a feast in the middle of the night. My sister has a Bengal F2. If you put the treats in a cabinet and lock it with a padlock, he'll still get into the cabinet. Who's putting their treats on top of a fridge? It's like a 4-foot jump from the cabinet to the fridge in every kitchen ever. It just like screams laziness. You don't know how cats work. You're so clueless, careless. All you want to do is play video games and go to arcade, and you don't even want to like put the treats in a cabinet because that's too much work for me. That's too much thought. That's not about me. I'll think all day about my World of Warcraft plans and strategy and Dungeons and Dragons plans, but putting cats' treats in a cabinet so it doesn't get into it and get sick, that's too much thought for me. Oh my God. Like, do I nail it every time? Mommy issues. Like, this would never happen. If you have a dad who's like, hey son, let's go play sport ball. Let's go throw the baseball at the park. Oh, let me teach you how to throw a football spiral. Let me teach you how to shoot a free throw. Do you think this happens? You know, as a kid, he loved that. No, it means that the dad didn't encourage him to go out and be masculine and be in touch with his masculine side, which is outcomes, goals, discipline, getting better at skills, which are masculine qualities, goal-oriented, problem-solving. This is fantasy. This is going in my mind because it's not safe to do anything outside of my mind. It's not safe to be masculine. It's not safe to be strong and be competent and be opinionated and have outcomes because my mom didn't let me. But it is really safe to fantasize. And then I grew up and I just kept doing the same thing. I kept fantasizing and going in my mind and playing video games, all this kind of stuff. And I don't go to the gym. I definitely don't play sports. And I'm just posing with cosplayers at the convention that I probably flew to Vegas to go visit and cost me thousands of dollars to get here, plus the ticket, and just to get a photo with some random girls that are on OnlyFans that are paid like $100 or $200 for the day to dress up in this weird costume. And guess where it's taken? By the way, that's what the photo is about, is where it is. I want to talk about it. Unusual skills. I've been taking Hema, so I can nail it every time. I promise you, I've not only not seen these profiles before, but I didn't go through any of these before the video, I promise you. Hema. So it's a term, Hema, sword fighting lessons. So HMU, what I mean, middle school, man. That's how like 15-year-old girls communicate. HMU, WBU, WID, like what are we doing, man? So hit me up if you need me to stab at MF. I'm assuming he meant hit me up if you need me to stab a MFer. So now we're threatening violence, crazy mommy issues, and then the only outward act of masculinity, which is like in the shadow quality is aggression, violence, is stabbing somebody. If, you know, and I'll do that easily without even thinking if you just tell me to. Random girl on Hinge that hasn't matched with me yet, that's mind-blowing. Oh, let me introduce my alter ego because my mom didn't let me have an actual masculine personality or dominance at all as a kid, so I had to go create an alter ego in my mind. And then now that I'm not living with her anymore, hopefully, I can actually act out the imagination of myself that does some things that are masculine, wears protective armor, weapons, violence. Man, no. What are we doing, man? Okay, pop quiz. Any girl want to be here? When you're like an 8-year-old girl and you're like, I can't wonder what my prince is going to be like, my husband, and they're fantasizing about their wedding and all that kind of stuff. And what my boyfriend, how is he going to make me feel? Is he listening to my feelings? And how is he going to feel if that was his and only his? When you were thinking all that as a kid, girls, were you thinking of what is it going to feel like to go to his LARPing session when he shows off his Hema skills that he's been practicing? Was that in the cards? Was that in your thoughts at all, your fantasies? No. This is the last photo. Here we go. The moment I knew my modeling career was over. This probably didn't age well for him. I'm assuming he's not in favor of the government body from the liberal agnostic. I'm sure he's not in favor of, very ironic, very funny, right? And it's at an arcade. He's a mascot at an arcade. I'm assuming the arcade game he made. He's trying to show off. I don't know, dude. All right, guys, we're going to end it there. So many things. In the caption with my cat, in my match note, I note the ring are just for style. Caption of the ice bear photo notes that worked convinced me to wear it during a trade show. All right, guys, another successful breakdown of the worst dating profiles I've ever seen. And again, go through Hinge. Go search on male profiles. You're going to find these guys. These are not the outliers. This is the norm of what's on Hinge. Yeah, guys, I hope this was helpful because going through these to point out all the flaws, it might seem like, Corey, those are all so insignificant details. They don't matter at all. Cool. Why do you think he's not getting matches? status. She's not looking at how pretty he is and how feminine and how beautiful is his smile. No, all these guys are being judged on their lifestyle and status. And I'm sure you can notice by now, there is none. There's no lifestyle. There's no status. There's nothing on any of these guys' profiles. Nothing. They're just an average dude doing average activities. Average boy number 996. So we can't be average. We can't just do the average basic nonsense with no lifestyle, no status. We need the status. We need the lifestyle. That separates you from all the other men on there, because that's what she's looking for. You're looking at her body and how pretty she is, feminine, warm, nurturing, and how pretty her body is, how much estrogen is in her body, because you like fertile, youthful girls that have good genetics. You like that as a man. They're not looking at how feminine and pretty you are as a man. Why would you think that? Why would you want that? You wouldn't want that. They're looking for your lifestyle. What she's thinking is, would my life get better, more fun, exciting, cool experiences, safer if I were to join his life? Because every single profile, every single photo we saw, she's asking all those questions. And she goes, no, my life would not get better. I do not want to sit against a wall. I do not want to go in this guy's random apartment. I do not want to go to a cosplay show in Vegas. I do not want to LARP with him. None of this would be fun. None of this would be exciting. The girl does not want to do any of this. And this goes for every single photo that you've seen today. So hope you guys learned a lot. Again, if you want your profile reviewed personally and also your Instagram, because you can't just have a dating profile and crush it and go on dates with high quality girls. You need an Instagram profile in 2026, especially to display your entire life, lifestyle, status, everything she needs to see to say yes to the date with you. A girl has never met you before. She needs a lot to see before she just goes, yeah, I'll meet you on a date. Of course. So go in the description below, click the first link in there, sign up for your free audit call. We'll go over your Instagram and your dating profile. Talk to you soon. Peace.